Hello, I'm Marie, and today I want to show you how you can make your 3D character open a door in Blender. So let's go. I have this character here which I made with the MPFB2 add-on in Blender, but you can use any other rigged character. I positioned the character in front of the door, so she's already in the right position, that she's not in the way of the door, but she can also reach the handle. You will need to try a bit before until you get her in the right position. So first thing we do is we enable the auto keying. Then we give some space in the timeline before opening the door. So let's say we want to open the door at frame 20. We select the door and we press R and Z, so the door will only rotate around the Z axis. And if you watch from above, as you see, the door can open freely without hitting our character. Okay, now we have a keyframe of the closed door. Let's say the door takes 10 frames to open. Again, R and Z to open. And we want to open it until, let's say here, let's have a look. Yeah, she can easily pass through and she can still reach the handle, I hope, but we will see. Otherwise we will have to adjust later. So now the door opens in a more or less realistic speed. Before the door opens, we have to push down the door handle. So the door handle, let's start at frame 13, let's say. We can just press key on our keyboard to give it a rotation keyframe. We don't need the location. So now we have the rotation keyframe, and then we press R, and I think it's the local y-axis, yes, to move it down. So what's happening until now is the door handle is pushed and then the door opens. Okay, looks like a door opening. Cool. So now our character comes into play. We select the rig, we go into pose mode by Control Tab, or here select the hand first, the right hand, which we will use to open the door, and bring it all the way down the handle. The arm is stretching, that's not good, but for the time being it's okay. We rotate the hand around the local y-axis. Go back to the side view, rotate it like this, press period on the numpad to focus, go like that, maybe like this, and here, and have a look from all sides, a bit up, maybe like that. So now the hand is moving, but the hand cannot move like that because the arm is stretching. So what to do? If you don't know what to do, just find yourself a door, open it, and just remember what your body is doing when you open the door. I did this before recording, so I remember. I will shift my weight a bit towards the door. That already helps a bit, and then from the from the top view we can also rotate the body a bit towards the door. If we try it like that, we would just tip over, so the right foot must go here to compensate for the weight shift. And now we can even go a bit more towards the door, and we can also tilt the torso a bit like that. Yeah, that already looks better. The foot now is sliding, as you see, which is not realistic, so we go like half the way. Select the foot, it's a bit slow because I'm recording, bring it up, and now we see she's moving more or less like a human would move. We can adjust it a bit further by selecting the shoulder and rotating the shoulder a bit towards the door. And we could also rotate the upper body a bit. And now the arm is not stretched anymore. Yeah, bring the shoulder a bit down. And now the other hand looks terrible, so just go here. Yeah, it's always a lot of fiddling around with different control bones, but in the end we get there. Okay, now the hand is odd here because we didn't set a keyframe before. I mean, I didn't set a keyframe, not you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that looks okay-ish. Let's check from all perspectives how it looks like. Great. Okay, we are there. So next thing, we will have to take care of the fingers. And now we are touching the door handle. Not yet perfect. We should go like that. Bring the thumb a bit down. Rotate the hand like that. Okay, this is also a reason why the arm deformation was weird before, because the hand was rotated in a not so good way. Cool. We select all the fingers and first we rotate them on the local x-axis like this, and now we see the hand can go back a bit further like that. And now to move the other parts of the fingers we need to scale, but if we scale all fingers at once it will deform the hand in a weird way, so we go here to individual origins. So each finger will be scaled individually. When you scale the fingers on the Rigify rig, they will not scale but curl like that. The pinky needs to be a bit less. It's not the pinky. Where is it? Here. Scale like that. And now the hand is still a bit odd. Yeah, that looks much better. The thumb can go here and then like this. Let's see from the other side, and we can scale it a bit. Rotate it like that. So now the hand touches the handle quite well, and I forgot we duplicate the keyframe here, and what we do here is we will put the keyframes to 11, and like on 10 I will reset the rotation and the scale of all the finger bones to zero them out. Alt R and Alt S. Okay, so now it should be like that. Great. It's a bit quick, so let's see. Yes. Maybe move a bit here. Okay, we grab the handle, have one frame space, and then we push it down. So for pushing down the handle, we could animate this frame by frame. That would be very tedious and a big mess. So a better way to do it is using a bone constraint. So we go back to frame number 11, select the hand bone and constrain the bone to the handle. How we do that? We go here to bone constraints. We select the child of constraint. This constraint will make the hand bone a child of the door handle, meaning that it will follow all movements of the door handle. That's what we want. So we pick the door handle as the object. And here we have an influence of 1, meaning the constraint is switched on. So if we play the animation, I hope that this will happen. Yes, you see? The hand grabs the handle, and now when the handle moves, the hand will just move with the handle. But now the problem is that we have the constraint already before frame 11. We have the constraint all the way, all the time. So what we do is we go here to the influence and put a keyframe on it, meaning we animate the property here, either by clicking this or by going here and clicking I on the keyboard. And then we go 1 frame back, set the influence to 0, meaning switching off the constraint, and now we have already a keyframe here because we have auto keying enabled, otherwise we would need to hit I. So here, before frame 10, influence is 0, constraint is switched off, and then here it's switched on, so influence is 1. And now the hand is constrained. Okay, so let's see what happens. Yeah, she opens the door, but slams the door right through her body, which is not what we want. So what to do against it? Just go here frame by frame. Okay. We choose all the bones we rotated before. Like this one. And this one. And the shoulders. And give it a keyframe for location and rotation. And now, when we open the door, we will get rid of the rotation. So she's moving back. And then we will also reverse our step forward we did before. So like that, bring the torso back and also bring the foot back. First we want the foot here, so we copy that keyframe and go here. Okay, here we are. And again, we want this foot not to slide, but to go a bit up through the air. And now the door opens, but the hand moves weirdly. So we have to manually adjust the hand on the door handle. Let's see how it works. Okay, I guess we need to duplicate this one. Didn't work, so we do it manually. Okay. Yeah, I know what's wrong. I copied the wrong keyframe. I copied the bone constraint and not the... So what happens next? We must rotate again. And maybe bring the body a bit to the side. And here to the side. So she can reach the door handle, and to compensate for the weight shift we will shift the weight on the right leg, not to topple over. Cool. Does it work? It's a bit close, so maybe we go back a little bit more. And now we see from the top view. Yes. And we can select the door here, set a keyframe on rotation, delete the next keyframe, because I guess the door is open enough, like that. So open. Okay. Go back with the hand. Bring it back to a normal position. Oh, what happened? And get rid of the finger animations, but we want to keep the pose until maybe here, and then zero it out. Okay. And the hand goes back in its normal position. In between we need some tweaking. We let go of the handle. Also, letting go of the handle needs to lift up the hand a bit. And also the fingers should open before that. So. Let's see. That looks normal. That also looks more or less okay. We can rotate the hand a bit like that. up a little. Right here. Okay, and that's it. We opened the door. Now we could go through. Let's see how it looks like. I will switch off the overlays so we can see it from all perspectives. So first check here. Nice. Top view. Yes. Okay, we could of course reset all the positions after we opened it. So we can already start going back here, or let's say here, and then the same with the hips. Copy the keyframe and bring it back to normal. And now also the hand can go a bit more this way and this way. Okay, try again. From here. Nice. From here. Yes. From here. Also good. Let's see how it looks from the inside. Opening. Yes! For the time being, we can get away with it. Also the door handle, we don't need to have it pushed down all the time, so maybe it's enough to do it a bit more. Until here, and then bring it up again. Yes. Good. That's it. No. The hand is still not good. Hand should go here. And should go here. And yeah. That's okay. Again, let's have a look. Cool. From here. Nice. Great. And the top view again. And it works. That's it. Now we have our door opening animation. Yeah, hope you found this video helpful and hope to meet you in the next one. If you are interested in more tips and small tutorials, feel free to come back to this channel and to subscribe so you will stay up to date. See you next time. Bye!